Hello, parents. Welcome to Grace Christian School Week 20 update. This is Dr. Pettinger. I hope this message finds all of you doing well. Sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. Today's going to be a little bit longer show. There's a lot to cover, and I'm going to try to move through it as quickly as possible. I can't thank everybody enough for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please subscribe to the channel and you'll immediately get notified whenever we're going live about messages here at Grace Christian School. And this is one of our forms of communications. Boy, what a perfect tie-in, communication. Communication is the key to a successful school. And the whole point in communicating is so that we all know what's happening, so that we can all be actively involved as best as possible. I know that every one of us have extremely busy schedules. For one, I raised 3 kids. They were all in sports and athletics and this and that. And my wife and I were going 100 miles a minute, so I can relate with each and every one of you parents. And speaking on the grandparent side, it doesn't really calm down that much when you're dealing with 5 grandkids and 6 children. It all adds up, and I understand that. So in communicating, we try to do the best job possible to communicate with each and every one of you so that you know what's going on at Grace Christian School. And I would have to say, with all due respect, if you don't know what's going on here, it's maybe because you're avoiding the message or you're so busy you need to take a nap or something. But no disrespect there. But here I want to review a few things. So communication is our key. 2 of the big things that we have that go out weekly and monthly is the news and notes up in the upper left-hand corner. We send that out every single week, and it talks about the week in a recap. What's going to be happening this week, important calendar dates. And then on the right, we have the news flash. It talks about everything that's been going on at the school, things that are happening at the school, so that you know up to the minute. And Gina Fortune does a wonderful job putting both of these 2 documents together, and she tries to include as many pictures as possible. Hey, you know what? You might be hearing a little bit more kid noise in the background. That's because we're doing a little something different with windows in the office. We were able to break some upper windows open that haven't been in the past. So you're going to hear that noise in the background. But so we try to provide these 2 forms of communication for you. Then, if you take a look, we have email. So whenever these go out, we email them to you. So you also have them in your email folders. If we don't have the correct email on file for you, that could be a reason you're not getting them. Please check with Christy or Barbara in the office. The email addresses that we use are the ones that are in Renweb and also the ones that you provided when you updated. Hello there, Mr. Clark. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's always great to get communications from everybody. And yes, oh boy, we got a lot of viewers coming in. And Carrie Jordan, love Gina's newsletters. Yes, Carrie, we love them. She does a wonderful job. So she tries to provide as much information as possible there, and we email them to you so that you know that you're getting them. Then the next thing we have is our website, gcsrr.org, gcsrr.org, and that is our website. If you missed a news and notes on your phone or in your email, or you missed a news flash, they are all archived on our website, and you can find them at any time. Good morning from San Antonio, Texas. Yes, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope the weather's doing well there. So our website is another form of communication that we use. Everything about the school is on our website, and you can find that 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It never closes. It's always available for you. Another form of communication we have is there's 2. Renweb, where our teachers sometimes provide additional information for you. You can go on there and check your children's grades 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, 365 days a year. And you can also find out if they have missing assignments or what assignments they have. Boy, we have a lot of people tuning in today. That's great. Good to see it. Getting a lot of thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. And we also have student mail, which if you look at the kids walking with the backpacks, That used to be a primary form of communication for schools, but it's going a little bit by the wayside since we have email, we have the website, we have Renweb. So we also have the ability to send things home with the kids, and they often do, especially in the lower grades. Things get put in their backpacks and things in the upper grades are handed to the students, and they're responsible for bringing it home. So that's one more form of communication that we offer, and a lot of times we will overlay the same communication in each of these areas. Another is our Facebook page. We will post things from our news and notes or our news flash or the website onto Facebook so that you're able to see it and be informed. So all of these scaffold on each other and continue to provide you with the information. And finally, we have the YouTube channel, what I'm talking to you here right now on. Every week, I provide you with an update about what's happening here at school and about how things are going on and different things that you need to know about. So all these different forms of communication are available, so if you're busy. The YouTube channel, one of the great things I use YouTube for is I don't necessarily watch the person who's providing the message. You guys know what I look like. I'll put on a YouTube channel and lay it in my car and listen to it as I'm driving, kind of like a podcast. And if I want to watch the video because they're showing a form or something like that, I can pull it up and look at that. But all these different forms of communication are put in place because we know that all of you have extremely busy lives, and we're trying to get in touch with you wherever you are or wherever you have a few moments. And I know that sometimes we can check our emails in all strange places, waiting in line for fast food at the drive-thru or at place. But here's what we do for communication. And we've looked at other forms of like Twitter and things like that, but we don't want to become so overloaded that we're having a person dedicated just to this. These are forms that we know that are going to hit everybody. So next up on the thing, we can come back. It is C's Chocolate time. We are coming to the end of C's Chocolate. The store on our website closes this week, and we can't thank all of you for ordering. And you know what? Some people have come in, and I want to share with you why we did the C's Chocolate thing. It was really to help you out as parents and family members since you're busy, if you're trying to get some chocolate to give to a loved one at Valentine's Day. Now, like we've always said, we do make a little bit off of this as a fundraiser, so it's a great tool there. We've had a couple of parents come in and say, you know what, we don't do chocolate at our house or anything, but we'd like to donate some money towards the cause. And that was so gracious. It wasn't expected, but it's so greatly appreciated that you're stepping up to help the school and still understanding the fundraiser out there of C's Chocolate. So it's not too late. If you order between now and the 29th, it can still be delivered before Valentine's Day and keep you out of the doghouse. So next up is, many of you have seen the email about the talent show. That's Dr. Muffin right there. And Dr. Muffin shared with you all kinds of information about the talent show. He told you that on February 2nd is the date that all points of interest, the form has to be turned in if you want to be in the talent show. And then on February 4th, Dr. Muffin or Mr. Barkley will get back in touch with you and let you know how long your video can be, depending on how many people sign up. Then on February 22nd, your videos have to be turned in to Mr. Barkley so that he's able to put them all together. And finally, on February 26th at 7 o'clock p.m., the grand premiere of the Grace Christian School Virtual Variety and Talent Show will take place. Last year we did this, and it was a huge success. At one point, I think we had 500 people watching, and we've had over 1,000 people watch the talent show. So I can't thank you enough. Mr. Barkley did a great job of putting this together. If you'd like more information on the talent show, you can go on our website and look, or you can go on the YouTube channel under videos and look at the special video from Mr. Barkley that talked about the talent show. And also Mr. Muffin was the one who primarily ran the entire thing. Open enrollment is going on right now. We had in-house enrollment for the first week for our families that were here to secure their spots. I'm happy to announce enrollment is extremely strong for the 21-22 school year. I can't believe 22. And we already have some grade levels that have closed out and waiting lists. So we're on a first come, first served basis. And it's important to get your name in, even if the class is closed, and get your registration paperwork in so you can be on that waiting list. There is always movement on the list, and the higher up you're on the list, the better opportunity that you have of being able to be successful and gain enrollment. The next thing I want to talk to you about is Camp Oasis. Camp Oasis is coming very soon, and summer is just around the corner. Miss Gasser does a great job with her team. She has another wonderful Camp Oasis set up for us, and I want all of you to be there for Camp Oasis. You know what? Sign up is available, but you can't sign up until after February 1st. If you've already signed up, the way the computer is set, by default, you have signed up for last year's Camp Oasis. All signups for this upcoming Camp Oasis have to be done after February 1st. So note that February 1st going forward is the time that you can enroll for Camp Oasis. Miss Gasser is putting together some amazing plans. It's going to be another wonderful summer camp this year. The next thing I want to kind of talk to you about is Education Pays. Last year we did Education Pays, and like Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And teaching finance, I can't concur with that enough. He's absolutely right. Last February we did Education Pays, where we came out with a list of people to celebrate Black History Month, and you had to write one paragraph on it, and if you submitted it to the office on that day, we had a drawing, and whoever was drawn would win something. This year we've upped the stakes because we want more people to be involved. So you submit your paragraph on the noted famous Black African American, and there's a list and who's due on each day. The winner at a random drawing will receive $5. At the end of the week, from those people who had won all week long, we will have one more drawing, and that person will win $20. At the end of the month, we will put together every essay that was drawn over the course of the month, and we will draw for one lucky winner who will receive $100. And we will also do a courtesy drawing of those that didn't win for $20. So that's something that we have planned. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I encourage you to participate. We had great participation last year, and that's why we're doing it again this year. Early release is tomorrow. School lets out at 11:30 because of teacher in-service. Remember to get here and pick up your child. If they're staying for daycare, the cafeteria is not open. You will need to send a lunch with your child so they will have something to eat. Now they're calling for rain tomorrow, and we're playing it by ear. If we see that it's going to be raining during car line tomorrow at pickup or on Friday during pickup, be flexible, as we may be coming out with a quick YouTube video or email making some changes to the car line if it's raining, because we'll need to do a little bit of tweaking because of the way car line is set up this year. But so far, God's been really good to us. It's rained at night or rained in the morning, and we've been able to pull car line off without a hitch. So remember, tomorrow, 11:30, minimum day early release for teacher in-service. The next thing I want to show you is some graphs here. We're going to talk about COVID, and we don't have a weekly update unless we talk about COVID. The first numbers I want to show you here are from back in July, and that was our cases per 100,000 in Orange County. It was 192 cases per 100,000 people. Then if we move to August, right before we opened, that case count moved. And why is the case count not moving? There we go. I think we're having some technical difficulty here. I hope that we are still broadcasting. So our case count moved, and my computer has completely froze up here. So we may not get to finish this. I'm hoping that we are still online. Let me see here. I don't believe we're online anymore. Let's see here. I think everything, oh, there we go. 1523, yes, we're back online. So it kind of jumped ahead, but in July we were 192 cases per 100,000, and in August we were 46 cases per 100,000, and today we are at 97 cases. Oh, I'm sorry. In August, we were 97 cases per 100,000, and today we're only at 46. We're working? All right. Okay. So I've just got confirmation we are broadcasting, but my computer is saying that it's not live right now. So if you take a look at it, we went from 192 in July to 97 in August. Right now, the governor just lifted the order. We're at 46.4. So those numbers are all heading in the right direction. I know in talking to some of you, you've talked to the health department, and the health department has given you one set of standards. You need to remember there are multiple sets of standards. The World Health Organization has a set. The California Department of Public Health has a set. The CDC has a set. Orange County has a set. And to make it even worse, Grace Christian School has a set of standards. Our set of standards are stricter than Orange County Department of Health. And the reason they are is we want to ensure that we are staying open to best serve all of our students here. And I know it can be troublesome and some kind frustrating to you, but in talking to one of the doctors at the health department in Orange County, and we were kind of reviewing some cases as to when students could come back, and he says, you know what, Dr. P, at best, the way we're doing this at the health department is really kind of wonky. And I really like that a doctor used the word wonky in looking at the numbers. And he did pay us a very kind compliment. He said, if every school was as strict as you guys have been, and in following up and working with your parents and all the parents in Orange County were as honest as your parents, I don't think we would have this kind of issue in Orange County. And I think all schools would be open. So that was a great compliment. And I tell you this because we will continue to strive to be ahead of the standard so we can keep our school open. We are adjusting immediately if need be. And parents, if you have a question or you want something to work out, please feel free to talk to Christy. We're willing to look at each case individually and determine what needs to be done. So that's about COVID. We're going to continue through, and we are planning on doing some other fun things as we believe the COVID numbers are going to continue to get better. Well, that wraps up this edition of Week 20. I think that I have no control right now over my computer, so I'm not sure how I'm actually going to end this series of our YouTube Live. But anyway, that's where we are. I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you real soon. I'm probably being broadcasted still, huh? Let's see here.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Renweb. This is a work of